We present the Melange technique for exploration of visual spaces many times the size of the screen. This exploration requires multiple foci of several different areas of the space, high detail for each focus, awareness of the content between the foci, and the relative positioning and distance. Consider planning a trip using a world map. Starting from Montreal, locating Florence on the map, and trying to explore different routes as well as opportunities for stops and detours on the way is difficult. We either see the whole map on a high level or detailed views of our source and destination, thus losing our context. There are existing techniques for supporting this exploration. The most basic ones include single viewport and split-screen viewport. The single viewport method allows only one focus. The task is solved using zoom and pan operations, but this can be ineffective and tedious. Also, single viewport does not directly give any awareness of intervening context or distance between the focus points. The split-screen method supports multiple foci by allocating parts of the screen to each focus. However, the method still does not give any awareness of the intervening context or distance. Also, no indication is given of the relative positioning of the views. We introduce Melange, a space folding technique that deforms two-dimensional space into three-dimensional space to guarantee visibility of all foci. Here, instead of zoom and pan operations, the user is able to deform the space to bring both Montreal and Florence in view at the same time. The space between the foci is folded similar to how a piece of paper is folded, providing a perspective view of the intervening context. Additionally, the fold regions can also indicate the distance between the foci. This method can be applied to any large one-dimensional or two-dimensional visual space. This sequence shows the use of Melange in a matrix visualization of a social network. A social scientist studying this network can easily compare two different parts of the network while retaining distance and context awareness. Finally, we see Melange in use for a one-dimensional video editing timeline task. Here, the user can easily compare distant parts of the timeline by folding them together, such as for synchronizing keyframes. He will still remain aware of the whole space.